Kia ora. This reading is for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placement. So it could be your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. And we're just going to pull who else this could be for. I thought I would do this on screen. So who else is this reading for apart from collective earth signs source? We had the falling tower, the tower. So this reading could be for those that are going through like big changes as well. Those that are going through big, quick changes within your investments. For some, this could be for those that are going through the ending of something, or have faced some unexpected like challenges or trials, even like ego death or loss or setbacks. So let's pull. We're gonna pull from just this deck that I've made for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or anyone that is going through some major changes. Guidance and affirmations you have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn collective, or those that are going through a tower moment. Guidance and affirmations you have for... Okay. The first card we got is, what is your favorite thing about yourself? So I guess Source and your ancestors are wanting you to ask that question today is, what's your favorite thing about yourself? What do you love about yourself? Maybe if you are going through some, like we pulled the Tower card, if you are going through some changes, maybe that's going to be something that will help you feel stable. Some of you will just need to be reminded of the positive things about yourself in general. We also have Aquarius, so those dates are January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius, for me, it kind of just symbolizes vision or having faith in yourself, and Aquarius is very like quirky or seemingly quirky because it's futuristic and ahead of time. We also have koutou, which is a plant, a native plant in Aotearoa, like an evergreen tree with like beautiful pink flowers. These flowers specifically represent joy, excitement, intimacy, laughter, hope, play, beauty, strength. So maybe some of you'll need to tap into that energy a bit more. I'll just show you the rest of the cards first. We have this card which has like a spiral in the middle and then the energy going up and then down. So as above, so below. Something is being replaced or changed. A season is over. You might be discussing your wounds or any emotional stagnants and blocks, and those things are shifting. Lack to harmony and success and exchange, crossroads, challenge, gaining strength and wisdom. We also have nyame, which is the Queer Ghanaian word for the creator god connected to the sun. So strength, source, warmth, confidence, protection. Leo season, July 22nd to August 22nd. So some of you could be Leos, or there could be what was I going to say? Or there could be something happening for you in Leo season. Where is the tension in your body? Take some time to breathe deep into any tightness and pain. Use plant medicine relief to transmute. And then 1 year. So for some of you, there could be something to do with your birthday or a cycle closing out that has been happening for 1 year, or you might be entering into a new 1 year cycle of something. So from these cards in general, I feel like your ancestors want you to highlight for yourself and want to highlight for you like what your favorite thing about yourself is, because that's part of your future, it's part of your vision, and it's part of how and what you can create for yourself. So maybe in the next 1 year in particular, you'll be looking at how you can, I'm hearing like develop certain skills or hone in a little bit more on, hone in a little bit more on what you love about yourself and there's like an inner child like joy here that wants to come through, or is being called to come through, or a childlike sense of wonder. So you might be in an energy as things shift of like just enjoying yourself more lightness, more laughter, and finding strength, because thinking of koutou tree, it's an evergreen tree, so it's very strong and yeah, very strong and stable. But it's interesting because the flowers are like really delicate and this beautiful pink. So it's like from this strength, from this ancientness, from this knowledge, from this wisdom, can still come a childlike energy and beauty and excitement. So I feel like Source is wanting you to get excited about your life again. And the things that I also heard travel for some, or the things that you can achieve through any like major changes that you've gone through. Yeah, and Leo, so there could be something coming up in July. But Leo is very vibrant, is very connected to the sun, and we have the sun shining through here. So your ancestors and Source are calling you all to get into your like creative energy, into your confidence, back into your heart space, not being afraid to be seen and expressing yourself, your passions and what wants to come through from your heart, from your inner child, and spending time releasing any blocks that you feel like you have that get in the way of you doing this. This could be related to any like tension that you do feel in your body, whether it's a headache, whether it's like muscle tension, whether it's mamai or pain in the heart. Okay, we'll pull some tarot. No, also my phone number, some formulation. Need to do those of love, frequency, truth, justice, and peace. Some of you might have Libra placements. What guidance and information do you have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Tower Collective? We've got King of Cups. What guidance and information do you have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this collective? What guidance? Okay. King of Swords came out kind of on its side. Judgment. The World and Ace of Wands. With the Star at the base of the deck, so we have the Aquarius energy there at the base for your, just confirming that again. Yeah, so I feel like your ancestors want you to stabilize your creative vision, your heart, what you're passionate about, what you care about, how you create and how that flows through you with your your logical, rational mind. This has been coming through a lot in the collective readings, so maybe this is something that Source is calling us all to do, is like balancing what our soul actually wants, what our inner child actually wants to the fullest capacity, with how we can bring that about in more of a logical, rational sense, or like in a wise way. I also heard discipline, so some of us might be called to work on our discipline in terms of how we can cultivate this emotional expression for ourselves, or heart expression. Yeah, some of us might be getting a lot of ideas, or have a lot of ideas or things that we want to bring through, and we're called to bring those things through. These are quite some intense energies with Judgment in the World. So whatever changes that you have been going through, I feel like Source is really reminding you of how big they are, but not in a negative way, more so in a way of like meant to be, or like destined, or like this is something that was meant to happen. And there's definitely a cycle closing. So again, I'm definitely getting birthdays. So some of you, there's something to do with birthday energy here. Ace of Wands. Your ancestors also would like you to be like hopeful about you, about what you want to achieve. Yeah, so they want you to be hopeful about what you want to achieve and activate your confidence a little bit more. as you're going into new cycles and entering and accepting change a little bit more, there's going to be some things that there's a lot to do with creating and getting more confident in yourself. Guidance and affirmations you have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this collective. 9 of Swords. So some of you might be a little bit like anxious or going through challenges when it comes to overcoming like worry. The Emperor, Aries, the Sun, Leo, and Queen of Coins. So there's the earth signs there. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, but your ancestors want you to like look towards positivity rather than look to what could go wrong or what has gone wrong in the past maybe, or you might even be I feel like some of you might be focusing on negative things and you need to focus like shift your perspective. And the Emperor is a lot about like your masculine energy and what the energy that you're putting out into the world, what you want to achieve with your like legacy and stuff like that. And I think a way in which you can be more positive is really pouring into your physical self-care, so your health, and also being more open to receiving positive energies. Even if you're just thinking that, like, I'm more open to receiving positive energies, then I guess you'll start to notice the positive energy that's around you. I hope that makes sense. What guidance and affirmations you have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this collective? The Hanged Man. Yeah, so you'll have gone through like, some of you'll have gone through like a massive rebirth, and maybe it's just in the ways in which you think. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Could be in the way in which you speak or perceive things. The Hermit at the base of the deck, so Virgo. Some of you are also called to teach, or you might have like knowledge or wisdom that you pass down through your creative expression. So some of you could like limit yourselves a little bit when it comes to like what you can offer. Yeah, some of you might have like gift of the gab, or there's something about your voice that needs to be used that comes through your creative expression and comes through your heart. Oh, sorry about that door. 7 of Swords. Yeah, so your ancestors are wanting you to, or asking, I want to say like asking if they can heal, or like, you know, because we have to like let our ancestors come into certain parts of our lives to like heal those spaces. It's not by force. And so your ancestors want to like bring some light to places where you may have been deceiving yourself or even judging yourself, or maybe this has come from like critique from like other people or negative talk or whatever. The Moon. So there's a beautiful balance with the Sun and the Moon as well. There's a harmony between your intuition, your emotion, and also what needs to be expressed outwardly. Oh, nice. New plans, Virgo. Wishes, fortitude. So some of you might be like attempting something again that you weren't able to do in the past as well. And I feel like this might bring you some fulfillment. Also, just being open to receiving is really, really important, especially like just receiving love from others. And this could just be in the form of words or emotion. Guidance, information. And I feel like focusing on filling your own cup emotionally and what's going to bring you joy as well is really important. Yeah, and we'll end this here with 6 of Wands, which is about success. This is about public reward as well. So some of you in this reading are meant to be seen in some sort of capacity for like what you do with the Sun and the Star card. Thanks so much, Brat. I'll pull you a card in 2 seconds. Yeah, there's a lot of Leo energy here, so some of you might have Leo placements. And And I also just heard the word joy as well. So falling into the depths of your joy and what brings you joy and spending time doing those things is important. Okay. Was there anything that you wanted me to pull for you, Brat? Pull on for you, sorry. If there's like a question you have, or if you just want to see what comes up, let me know. Oh, are you sure? I still can pull one for you if you like. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for the gifts as well. I really appreciate it. Guidance, information. Do you have the Brat at this time? What guidance, information do you have the Brat at this time? Okay, we got 2 cards for you. And these cards actually, I think they came out just in this reading. So Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, with 2 of Swords at the base of the deck. Okay, so for you, I feel like your ancestors and Source and the Divine are really like offering you some like clarity. If you have been like indecisive about anything, like accepting an offer or like receiving a cup of love or whatever it may be, your ancestors are offering you clarity, or I feel like they want you to be open to receiving, conversating with others. So the love that you might receive might come through like speaking, someone saying something to you, like even just giving you a simple compliment, being more open to receiving that love, because I feel like, and also paying attention to what's said specifically, because I feel like your ancestors maybe speak to you through other people, or give you little messages through other people as well. So don't disregard, like if something nice gets said to you, that could be your ancestors speaking through someone. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, there's also the potential for you to be having like conversation with someone. Could be about like feelings, or just pulling a few more cards to get some clarity. 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 3 of Coins. So that kind of suggests like some anxiety, or like being in your head a little bit about some certain collaboration. So it could be like receiving an offer from someone that you like, or something like that, or something that you love. But I feel like your ancestors want you to be in a more collaborative energy, be more open to working with, working with others, reuniting or uniting with others, and just enjoying yourself a little bit more, because I feel like, and getting out of your head, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of fulfillment there, and peace as well with Ace of Swords. Awesome, B. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for the roses as well. I appreciate you.